Hey guys. Get that set up properly there. Welcome back for a Trivia Friday. I missed last week's, and that's totally on me. I was helping my buddy Billy move a pinball machine. He just bought a new one, like brand new out of the box. We did an unboxing of that, and that was Elvira's House of Horrors, which I released the video for that on the Captain Foley personal channel yesterday, because today's Friday. Yes. And then we weren't done we had to finish setting it up by then, but we were playing and we were having a few drinks and stuff, so I completely forgot. I looked at my clock around 11 o'clock and I'm like, shit, I'm supposed to be doing live right now. But anyway, I'm back now. Speaking of, I want to see how well today's video is going. Today I've got the Tribble app-enabled Tribble video. Let's see, 368 views. Not too bad. Not too bad. So welcome back, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't. And hopefully we'll have some fun tonight. So, oh, Misha is here. Hello, Misha. How's it going? All right. I'm just pinning the rules to the top of the chat there. I think we'll do just pop culture again, because I really like the pop culture questions. They were really fun. Changed it up this week. I'm in the library, so yeah, still need a haircut, but we'll get there. I'm even thinking of trimming this back to what it used to be. Let me get rid of this. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. And Adam is here. Hey, Adam, how's it going? I hope you are feeling better. Who's ready for some shenanigans to ensue? He's Captain Foley, and I'm the ever-lovable sidekick, Fleetpaw, and this is Trekkie Trivia. It is. Oh, and today I'm having the Socialite Bold Vodka Soda, 6% alcohol vodka cooler. I got two of those, and I've got the plum brandy again, because this stuff's really good. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. If you guys are drinking, now you know what I'm drinking, in case you care. Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit, Up Thumbed. Those are a little bitter, but they're very easy to drink. So Eric Sween, hey Captain Foley. Hello Eric. And Bond Jedi Ranger 29. What's up, Trekyards? Not too much. What is up with you, Bond Jedi Ranger? Great name, by the way. So yeah, guys, if you haven't checked out the videos, the one yesterday is only on the Captain Foley personal channel. That's the whole picking up the pinball machine, unboxing it, setting it up, playing it, and just having a good time. It's a pretty long video, but I think there's a lot of little fun things in there. If you haven't checked it out, by all means, check it out. I would appreciate it. Also on the Captain Foley personal channel and the Trekyards channel, there's today's video, which I did, which is an app-enabled Tribble. So check that out as well. It was pretty cool. Got sent that by the guys at Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's a new product because it came, well, of course, got shipped in a box, but inside the box, it was just the Tribble in a plastic bag. There was no packaging around it. So I'm not sure what that means, if it's just not, if it's a new product or whatever, but anyway, so. Hey, Cade. Hey, Dystopian guy, how's it going? Chuck A. Misha, no drinking for me tonight. Sadly, I'm in a good bit of pain. Thus meds, thus booze, no good-o. Yeah, don't mix medication with booze. I got a bit of a cough, but hopefully that'll go away eventually. So, You know the rules. You super chat any trivia question, any pop culture trivia question. If I get it wrong, I have to drink. You can ask regular trivia questions in the regular chat. If I get them wrong, it doesn't matter. I don't have to drink. So those are the rules. So, $5 for a drink, $10 for a longer drink, $20 for a half shot, and $30 for a full shot. I had to up the half shot and full shot amounts just because you guys are kicking my ass a lot over the past little while. So, Matthew DeFrida's pop culture related trivia question, kind of Star Trek related question. On what day of this week did the 4K HD Blu-ray Indiana Jones collection come out? I would say Tuesday would be my guess. Chuck A, it was no trouble at all. Fleet Paw. So not gonna lie, I'm a bit happy I upgraded my phone. The only thing that's hard to get used to is how close the apps how to close the apps with the home button. My Face ID hasn't broken yet. Yeah, getting used to, because with the iPhone there was the button, then there was the button that was just a touch sensor, which wasn't really a button, but had like a feedback, so it felt like a button, and then it went to no button, which is what I'm using right now, and just the Face ID. That was a nice progression, but the Face ID took me like no time at all to get used to. So, where is your Tribble? My Tribble is in the other room. It's in the ready room. I was debating doing this in the ready room. I just haven't done one in the library for a while, and I kind of missed the background for the library. So hopefully that's okay that I'm in here. I mean, hopefully you guys won't hold that against me. I just felt like doing it in here today. So that's where we sit. And Matthew says, answer Tuesday. Yes. Most new media comes out on Tuesday. I used to work as a assistant manager at Blockbuster. All the new movies came out on Tuesday. So yeah, that's kind of the day for new release stuff. So that's why I guess Tuesday. So Adam says, back is feeling better. Glad I am still on restrictions because I wanted to deck my new VA doctor since she has no interpersonal skills and is a check the box doctor. Oh, is she Pulaski? Just kidding. Just kidding. Misha, I see the Admiral can handle her booze better than the captain. That's actually not true, but you believe that if you wish. Cade MacArthur, are you of Irish and Scottish descent? Yes, I am primarily Irish and German descent. A little bit of Scottish and a little bit of Norwegian. So, Dystopian guy started the process to make a DS9 Nemesis jacket. That's cool. That's cool. Speaking of, there might be some new uniforms and stuff coming for Captain Foley, but you guys are gonna have to wait and see what comes up with that. Misha, Face ID. What the fuck? I'm so out of the loop. Kate MacArthur, is that the pug on the couch? Yes, that is the pug. Pug. She's being lazy. Dystopian guy, my face so pale. Facial ID thinks I'm staring at a can of white paint. Needs sun, too much under rock. Fleetpaw says, iPhones I upgraded this week. Olivia Julius, $5. How did Captain Janeway's father die? Well, you've just been reading her autobiography, which I don't have in the bookcase behind you. So, remember the episode where an alien tried to convince her that he was her father and she was dead? I honestly don't know. So you got me on that one, Olivia. Good job. Cheers. Slimy yet satisfying. And Olivia Julie says, Pug! Yes, the Pug is here. He was a test pilot and crashed under ice. There you go. Cool. Misha throws in $5 for the Pug. Pug, you got $5. That's for treats. Will treats make your head come up? Treats? Treats? What's this? There. See? It lives. It lives. Yeah, there's no treats. You've been fooled. You've been bamboozled. ThinkPad, got to work early. Just came in to click the like button and support and say hi. Cheers, and I'll watch it all tomorrow. Have a great night. All cheers. Thank you, ThinkPad. Much appreciated. Hitting that like button is important. So if you guys haven't yet hit that like button, please do so. But ThinkPad, thank you so much. And on your rewatch of this, thank you, ThinkPad, yet again, because that is awesome. Good to see you. You guys are fantastic. Planty is here. Evening, Captain. My attention is sadly split between you and WoW, but here I am for the hype. Aw, thank you so much. You are a sweetheart. And having your attention be split between Captain Foley and WoW, because Captain Foley is WoW. Hey, WoW. It's all here. No, enjoy your game and hope you have a good night. Hopefully see you in the chat here. And yeah. Adam Juneman, my new doctor took my muscle relaxers away because they are toxic to my body. That's probably a good thing that she did that then. Cade MacArthur, what if Champ ran for president with Major as his running mate? Who's Champ and Major? I don't understand. Dystopian Guy, in considering Elite Force, a Mako first-person shooter game set during the Romulan War could be super sick. Yeah, I mean, Elite Force has so many possibilities as far as Star Trek goes. I do have Elite Force for the PlayStation 2. Graphics are awful, but that's okay. I also had it for the computer at one point. I probably still do. It's downstairs in a bin with all my other computer games and stuff. I also had Elite Force 2, which is still the Hazard team, but they're on the Enterprise, I believe, Sovereign class, the Enterprise E. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of room in the Star Trek universe for that kind of thing, and a Mako team would be good. I'm not a big fan of the Makos. I'm not a big fan of the Enterprise stuff, but that would work. I mean, you could do so much with that game and that style. So, Libby Julius, $5. What was Janeway's dog's name? Oh, I just heard this like 3 or 4 days ago, because it was the episode where Q and his son came to Voyager. At least I believe that's the episode where it's mentioned. No, it's not. It's the one with where she gets she meets Chakotay and it's the shattered time things all over the ship, and he talks about her dog. Her dog's an Irish setter, I believe, and I cannot remember the dog's name. That's another good one. And Voyager's not really my strong spot as far as knowledge goes, so that's a good call using that. Same with Enterprise. Good job, Olivia. Fleetby, here's a trivia question. The actress known for relatively bit parts and hosting a TV show now stars in her own action show on CBS. Bit parts and hosting a TV show now stars in her own action show on CBS. Absolutely no idea. Yeah, I'm gonna probably shave this. Yeah, I think so. Mako game sounds like it could be really fun and interesting. They're the president's dog. By the way, does Trudeau have a dog? I have no idea if Trudeau has a dog or not. I believe he does, but I couldn't tell you what kind. So, yeah. I might have had a request for some Captain Foley ASMR. I'm gonna whisper. I think I'm gonna trim this off. Maybe shave this back to where it used to be. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the whispering? Darth Maul, I have a PC version of Elite Force and it still runs. Yeah, I do too. Like I said, I have Elite Force for the PC and for the and for Elite Force 2 as well. But I just gotta find them. I gotta dig them out. That'll be a great Captain's Log video when I finally get this stuff reorganized in the basement and can pull those bins out and start looking through those old bins, because that'll be a really interesting Captain's Log, I think. But Molly is her name. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Dystopian Guide. Destination Star Trek Germany has now been put back to September of 2022. Well, very good. Well, I won't be going to Destination Germany, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm not even going to Vegas this year. I think mostly any conventions this year are going to be a write-off for me, even the one in the UK, just because it's probably just for the best to just consider this year a write-off. That being said, I might be going on a captain's holiday to once the borders open and I get my second vaccine and whatever. So sometime this fall, maybe I might do a 1 week, 1.5 a week and a half trip down to the U.S., visit a few people, maybe hang out with a YouTuber or two, you know, just kind of do a captain's, because I need to get out. I need to go visit people. I'm driving myself nuts. This whole COVID thing is really pissing me off, and I'm pissing a lot of people off. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be traveling after this, but anyway, I need to get out and do something. So that's kind of what's happening there. So I don't think it's going to be any conventions though this year. Maybe the only one that might be considered is the London Comic Con if they do it here in London again. I talked to Andrew Kitt, the guy that kind of runs it. He's not sure what they're doing. There'll be a convention in some form. He's just not sure what form it's going to take. They're kind of in the process of that right now. So, and those are usually in October is when the London Comic Con is. So that's probably the only one I'll be going to, but Casey Stewart, Captain Trivia question, Reliant command code combination. Reliant's prefix code is 16309, I believe. To prevent an enemy from what we're attempting, to order Reliant to lower her shields. Let me know if I got that right. Fleet Pod, do not shave it. It looks fine. Planty says, I'll agree. It looks fine. We'll see how it goes. Fleet Pod. It's kind of been annoying me lately, and it's always uneven and kind of, if I like, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Just my gray is really showing. Holy shit. Plus, I need a haircut, but that'll be sooner than later, hopefully. Anyway, moving on. Adam Juneman, just because I asked for alternatives in case my back decides to go out, I was told to take aspirin. Well, aspirin's a safe bet, Adam, but yeah. Hopefully you seem to be doing a lot better, so that's good. Super Coops, don't shave the beardage, man. You will have shaver's remorse after. Only reason I grew this part, because I used to have like this and then the little soul patch, I guess they call it, with the nice little point. It looked really clean. The only reason I grew this part was because I have double chins, because I got fat. So I got this hides the double chin thing. But I like the pointy look, and it just it grows funny, and anyway, we'll see how it goes. We got a drunk live on Sunday. We're to celebrate Samuel's birthday. So in the afternoon, we're doing a Drunkyards, probably 1 or 2 Eastern Standard Time. Maybe one of the super chat will be to just shave this off. I don't know. There's some kind of thing like that. On mine, we gave away a mystery box, which I still have not done the mystery box up for, but T. Louise Allen, who won it, they're excited to get it, and they gave me the wrong address or the wrong P.O. box, and then they messaged me back saying, hope you didn't send it. I'm like, I haven't sent it yet. I haven't even done the box up yet. So that's something that me and Sylvia maybe have to do this weekend, is do that boxing video, not unboxing, boxing video. So we'll see. The point of that story was, I don't know what we're doing special for Sunday for the Drunkyards. If we're going to have a mystery box, give away another one, I honestly don't know. So maybe we will, and my boxing video will be doing 2 boxes, and then it's a mystery as to who gets which one. I honestly don't know. We'll see. Misha, +1 for getting out. I've started doing that over the past month, and it has helped so much. Yeah, I've been going for walks lately, although my right foot, like 4 or 5 days ago, just started hurting. No reason. I didn't hit it that I'm aware of. I didn't bump it. I didn't twist it. I didn't step funny. Just started hurting. And if I sat down or laid down for a while and got up, it felt good for like 4 or 5 steps, and then it would start to hurt again. It still hurts. And but the point of that story is I was going for walks at night. And I haven't been doing lives. I apologize. There's been no away mission vlogs. But I find I really run out of breath when I'm talking and trying to walk expediently. So anyway, I power through the walks, and I listen to Audible now. I got Audible, listening to some books. And because I got AirPod Pros from Sylvia for my birthday. So that really makes the walking a lot more enjoyable, listening to an audiobook or listening to music or something, right? So anyway, I've been doing that, and against the better judgment of a lot of people, my foot is sore, and I'm like, I want to go for a walk. I want to lose, I want to lose some weight, get fit, go have a walk, enjoy the nice weather. Halfway through the first walk I did after my foot started being sore, is halfway through the walk, I was like, I need to cut this walk short because I could barely walk. All right, cool. I just don't learn, I guess. And then last night, it's like, it wasn't so bad. I could tell I was walking funny. I was adjusting my cadence, my steps to compensate for it. And I got massive shin splints in the left leg, the opposite leg. So anyway, where was this going? I don't know, I was talking about something. Oh, getting out, yes. Getting out. Oh, you meant my captain's away mission or my captain's vacation thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing exactly for that yet. There are some people I want to meet up with and hang out with, so we'll see how it goes. The problem is, if it's going to be this fall, it's going to be during New Star Trek, because New Star Trek starts in August and goes right through probably till the end of December. So I might have to do some lives out on the road in hotel rooms or whatever with Samuel to make sure we don't miss anything. He's probably going to be pissed that I'm stepping out to do that, but I honestly need it. So I don't know when that's happening, but anyway, I'm getting way behind in the chat, so. Edinburgh Hibs fan channel says, hey, Captain Foley. Hey, Livy Julius, $5. Name Tom's ship that took over his mind. Alice. That one I don't have to drink with. Trunks XV. Bad Robot only has a few more seasons to go and then the contract is over. Yes, thank God. Fleet Pass says, new Salt Lake City Comic Con canceled this year. You could come over there next year. It's only a few hours away in Syracuse, New York. Yeah, I'm going to stick relatively close to the border-ish, about 6 hours or so, but like, there's people in Chicago that I want to see. There's, other people that can meet me like halfway and maybe hang out. So I don't know exactly yet what's happening with that, but yeah. Misha says it sure looks fine to him too. That's because Misha's blind. Thank you, Misha. If you could feel my face, you'd be like, oh, dude, cut that shit. Make it a mullet. Darth Maul, I will kill you. I'm not doing a mullet. I'm new to you, Hibs fan here. Yes, well, thank you. Welcome to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, go do that as well. There's more content like this over there with just me and talking about non-Star Trek stuff, which is kind of where these should be, but I like the bigger audience that I get here. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody, as well. If you haven't already, hit that like button, please. Do you watch Mystery Science Theater 3000? I really can't stand that show. I'll watch the little segments in between or whatever, but honestly, I don't find it very funny. It's overrated. And the prefix code is 16309. Bill W. Jr. 2. Anyone think that Sasha Grey made a good Vulcan? Yes. Beard oil will help straighten out that beard, Stuart. Yeah, I have beard oil, just never really use it because whatever, I'm lazy. Planty, I wouldn't do the mystery on who gets which one, then you are setting up to potentially be disappointed by what they receive instead of excited. Well, the first one hasn't been made yet. Usually I have them made before we give the mystery boxes away. Anyway, so that's why I don't think we're going to be giving one away on Sunday, just because one is usually enough, and then we space it out. But we'll see. We'll see. Super Coops, my beard is also hiding my twin chins, but shh, don't tell anyone. It's a secret, dude. Fleet Paw, it sounds like you have a strain in your ankle. A good quality brace will assist with that issue. It's not my ankle, dude. It's not my ankle. It's literally the arch of my foot. It feels like it's in the center of my foot. My foot's like slightly swollen. I don't know what it is. Somebody suggested gout, and I'm like, never had gout before, so I honestly don't know. So I don't know. It's just, it's hard to describe. It's painful. Anyway, I will live. I will be a man and walk it off, literally. I'll keep going for walks until my foot falls off. Olivia Julius, $5. What letter is in every Talaxian's name? X. Edinburgh Hibs fan channel. I'm an Edinburgh Hibs fan, and I was told to come to see your channel. Okay. I don't know why, but welcome. Misha, my wife bought me a new shirt. It says "Live long and prosper" with a cat in a TOS uniform. Are you sure it says that, Misha? Because how would you know, honestly? Fleet Paw shared the link to Captain Fleet's personal channel, so thank you. Kate MacArthur, is it weird that I would have been perfectly fine with the magic mushroom drive existing in Discovery if Discovery started in the 25th century rather than 23rd century? No, that's not weird at all. We said the exact same thing. If it had been post-Nemesis, we would have been like, hey, that design's pretty cool. Hey, that mushroom drive, that's really neat. Kind of weird with mushrooms, but it would make more sense. So yeah, not weird. Eagle Rider is here. Hey, how's it going, sweetie? She says, hey, Foley. Hey, how you doing? Edinburgh, what other stuff do you follow other than Trek? Anything sci-fi, anything pop culture. Like, this is pop culture trivia night here. So, like Star Wars, Transformers, any 80s cartoons like Thundercats, any of that stuff. Big Sherlock Holmes fan, collect and sword fight. So swords, medieval stuff, ancient Egyptology, big fan of ancient Egyptology. Titanic. I have a lot of interests, too many interests, some might say, and that's okay. Peter May, hello from the UK, much love. Do you think there will ever be a standalone Borg series? Just throwing it out there, that's all. I think not, and I hope not, and no. Yeah, I honestly don't think so. We also don't need to know the origin of the Borg, even though it's been told a few times, like in Star Trek Legacy, the game, and there's even a manga comic or a manga, I don't know if manga comic is like canceling each other out, but there's a manga where TOS and actually Kirk and crew are responsible for the beginning of the Borg. So don't need that kind of stuff. Don't really keep the Borg a mystery. Keep them more of a mystery, I think. They kind of ruin them, I think, a little bit in Voyager, but that's just me. Adam Juneman, I know that Voyager left without the second warp core being finished, so why didn't they use their industrial replicator to complete the second core with the maintenance issues of the first one? I don't know. That's never really gone into. I think they used probably the spare parts and stuff because they did lose their warp core once or twice where they had to eject it. And I don't know if the secondary warp core, I think the secondary warp core is actually smaller than the first warp core or the primary one. So it's a good question. And it's one of those just never answered ones. Same with the Aero shuttle. It's just like Voyager wasn't quite done yet when it launched, which they did make that point, but Jedi Production says, I think the problem with your foot is that you have been kicking too much arse. Lay off the arse kickings and you should be fine. It's funny you say that. That's funny, Eagle Rider. Eagle Rider just messaged me. I don't know. We'll talk about that. But yeah, talking about kicking too much arse is kind of funny because how do I say this without giving a lot of stuff away? Put it this way, you might be seeing Captain Foley and Commander Calkins in a different form soon, maybe like a comic book form. And one of the quotes is actually, or might be, I don't even know, let's go kick some ass and leave a big footprint or something like that, Captain Foley says. I don't know. Keep your eyes posted for updates on that. Dystopian guy, if you made out with an alien recently, your foot could be pregnant. Hey, that's 1,000% true. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Damn it. Roll the golf ball under your foot, it helps. Yeah, I've tried that. Actually, even a frozen water bottle. I used it to like roll back and forth and cool off my foot and reduce the swelling and also get the arch kind of back. But yeah, the ball does help as well. Misha says I'm just that smart. Super Coops, get you Cap. My wife and I are going to Cornwall next Friday for a week, and I can't wait. Like yourself, I really just need to get out and away somewhere for a while. Cornwall is awesome. Yes, you are, Eagle Rider. Yes, you are. Speaking of Eagle Rider, there she says, exhausted, severely overworked, and still putting together my office. Well, it looked good from what you showed me earlier, so that's good. Edinburgh Hibs fan, do you play VR on PlayStation, and do you have a football club? I do not have a football club, but yes, I play a lot of VR. There's a Captain Foley Plays playlist on here where I do a lot of VR and just video games in general. Really love VR. VR and 3D movies are kind of my jam. So, yes, I do VR. Eric Martin, I'm watching For All Mankind. First season was a bit slow at first, really enjoying season 2. Yeah, I've been told I need to get into that. Edinburgh says, sorry for being questions after questions, Captain Foley. That's fine. That's what this is about. I love just chatting with you guys and, enjoying the community that we have here. No narking. Chuck A says, I saw an article today. Delancey's still filming up Picard. He has been at this a while. Yes. From what I've heard, he's going to be in 5 or 6 episodes, so... Swiftback, speaking of swords, what show features several swordsmiths competing for 10K, leading to a showdown with a famous blade from history? And the catchphrase is, it will kill. That's Forged in Fire. Love that show. Yeah, I love that show, learning about this history of swords and stuff. And yeah, Doug Marcaida, it will kill. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Olivia Julius, $5. Other than the retrieving a probe, what was one of the reasons that the Delta Flyer was made? A Class 2 claustrophobia. A Class 2 claustrophobia. B, a battle shuttle. Or C, just because. All of the above. I think you mean a catastrophe. Class 2 catastrophe, maybe? Yeah, the Delta Flyer was made to make up for the deficiencies in the shuttles that they were using and the unique problems that they've run into in the Delta Quadrant. And because Tom wanted to design one. He wanted fins on it, and I thought that was cool. Thomas loves the Delta Flyer. Yeah, the Delta Flyer is pretty cool. Given Scow. If sensors use light or particles and light is the max speed, and they need at least 1 minute for threats, 30 seconds out, 30 seconds back, that would give them a limit of 8 by 10 to the 6th kilometer, right? They scan sectors. I don't know. That's a very good question. That's a Rick Sternbach question, because he would know the answer to that for sure, but I honestly don't. Chris Andrew, hello Captain, long time no talk. Have you finally gotten the chair and choice of ship yet? Hope all is well. have I finally gotten the chair? I mean, there's a TOS captain's chair in a storage unit, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. And choice of ship, I don't know. I mean, they're throwing ships my way, man. Just brushing those off. I don't have time for that right now. Misha says I have a toe jam goblin. That's great. Tim McCaffrey, I live in Cornwall. It's not awesome. Jedi Productions, hey Cap, if we see you without your goatee, can we assume that you've been replaced by your Terran Universe double? Yeah, probably. I don't know. It just might happen one day. You might not even notice. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Eagle Rider, yippee, I only took 2 years, but I'm no longer streaming from my bedroom. But that was the porn site. That was the money maker, those streams, man. Olivia Julius, $5. Who was Voyager's original's doctor's name? Hint he was killed in the pilot episode. Yeah, I fucking don't know. I can picture him. I know what he looks like. I have no idea what his name is, though. I'll take a drink for that because I don't know. Edinburgh says, have any of you here heard of Habs FC here? The Hibs, not the Habs. The Hibs. Eagle Rider, Forged in Fire is one of my absolute favorite shows. Doug is amazing. Justin T, what's up, Cap? Not a lot. Welcome, Justin. Misha, $30. Peanut says, take a shot. All right, so it's the Silvofica Marasaki Plum Brandy from Croatia. This stuff's pretty good. What's the 40% alcohol content? So, thank you, Misha. Really appreciate that. You are awesome. Cheers. It is good. It burns. It burns. Hi, Peanut. Peanut want a treat? Eric Martin, Delta Flyer had that special distortion tech, twice as big inside versus outside. Oh, yeah, it's true. The interior sets would not fit within the physical limitations of what the outside of the shuttle should be. So it had the TARDIS tech. Not a band account, $5. What was the name of Captain James Tiberius Kirk's orphan nephew? Hashtag Trek Life, hashtag Trekyards, hashtag Sam Trekkie. His brother was Sam, and his nephew was... This is when I really should know. He was also in a Star Trek Continues episode. The character. I want to say it begins with an A. Oh my God. I honestly, I don't know. I can't remember. I'll take a drink for that. Fleet Pod. Doug Marcotta is my spirit animal. LOL, he just loves covering in ballistics. It's covered in ballistics gel blood, grinning like a madman while doing it. Thomas says we just need a Star Trek show about Klingons. I think we've learned a lot about Klingons over the course of TNG and DS9, but Libby Julius, a Class 2 claustrophobia. That's what they used to call Class 2 shuttles. Oh. Never have I heard that before. And the episode before they made the Delta Flyer, they were talking about it. Eric Sween, did you see the Masters of the Universe Netflix trailer? I did. Thomas, Life on a Klingon battlecruiser. That might be interesting, I guess. We kind of got a little bit of that in DS9 with the Rataran and Martog being in command with Worf as the second officer. Got a little bit of that. There was a few episodes that kind of focused on that a bit, so... Yeah. Edinburgh, Hibs fan. Captain Foley, I have a question for you, and if you fail, you take a big drink, okay? Well, only if you super chat it. I'm just kidding. It's your first time here at the channel. Absolutely. If you have a pop culture related question, that's not sports, because sports is not pop culture in my opinion, and I'm not a sports guy. I will take a drink if I get it wrong. Eagle Rider, yeah, but Cap, you wanted me to turn the camera and do adult streams from the bed. But that's the point of having a streaming setup in your bedroom. It was Dr. Deadmeat. Dr. Fitzgerald was the original Voyager doctor that got killed. Chris Andrew, well, maybe you should have the upgraded Enterprise Dreadnought. It's such a thing. If such a thing could ever be created, you're a great captain. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Edinburgh Hibs fan. Okay, Cap, what's up here? What's up? Here's my question. He-Man has an alter ego. What is his name? Prince Adam. Yay, I win. Henry Cavill is the new Highlander. Yay or nay? Yay, 100%. Love Henry Cavill. Great with the sword, but, and one of my friends suggested this. It might be interesting if he was actually, might be interesting if he was actually the Kurgan. I mean, I don't know if they're rebooting. If they're rebooting, it'd be cool for him to be the Kurgan, because the guy that played the original Kurgan, what the hell's his name? Clancy Brown, always plays nice guys. The only real exception is the Kurgan, where he plays a fantastic villain. So could you imagine if Henry Cavill, like, this has all been like, yeah, he's going to be in the new Highlander, but he's going to be the Kurgan, like, you know, yeah, subvert our expectations. But yeah, I think he's going to be great. Anything Highlander is going to be good. Anything with Cavill is going to be good, I think. So it's a good combination, and I'm totally happy about it. Totally on board with it. So I am not a nugget, Blackheart. Now do the Cochrane elbow nudge. Cochrane elbow nudge. I don't know what you mean. Misha, not me. What's Peanut? Okay. Night X. Just asking, do Star Trek and Starfleet need more ground vehicles? No. Actually, there was a really good game called Star Trek Away Mission. I think it was Star Trek New Worlds? New Worlds. Star Trek New Worlds, where it was like a top-down, like you build your colony on the planet, and you have to use little vehicles and shuttles and stuff to... It's basically Armada, but on a ground setup. But yeah, there were some ground vehicles there, I believe. But no, I don't think Starfleet needs more ground vehicles. Olivia Julius, $5. How old was Les when she joined Voyager? I think you mean Kess. I believe Kess was 2 when she joined Voyager. I'm not going to have a drink yet because I'm pretty sure I'm right. She was 2. Dystopian Guy. DS9 missed a trick by not showing how they dealt with the Tribbles following Trials and Tribulations. Absolutely. Jedic Productions. What was the name of Seth MacFarlane's character in Star Trek Enterprise? Lieutenant Ed Mercer. I don't know. I can't remember his character's name, but he was in like 2 episodes, and it was great to have him there. So, Kirk's sister-in-law started with an A. Peter Kirk. Okay. Eric Martin. What was the Tri-Cobalt torpedo in Voyager? I've never heard of them before. I'm Trek, and I didn't think they were ever used again. They mentioned Tri-Cobalt quite a few times in Trek, smattered throughout all of Star Trek. But yeah, Tri-Cobalt torpedoes were only mentioned the once as a new special torpedo that Voyager had, or the Intrepid class had, and then never mentioned again. use your imagination. I don't know if there's, that would actually make a good little fact files episode for Trekyards talking about tricobalt and torpedoes, but I honestly don't know much about them. So, Cade MacArthur, don't forget, Xi Jinping never denied wearing adult diapers. Okay. What? I'm not a nugget, Blackheart. They were used in Star Trek Armada on the Steamrunner class ships. Oh, the tricobalt. Yeah, they were used in games quite a bit. But I was just talking about, actually on screen stuff. But yeah. Super Goops. Cornwall is awesome if you're visiting. I used to live in Northumberland, which people told me was awesome. Not so much when you live and work there. Now I don't live there and love it. LOL. Yeah, same with me. I grew up in Stratford, Ontario, which has a festival theater. It's a tourist town, essentially. So it's great in the summer. And there's a lot of great tourist attractions and things. But when you live there, you're like, I don't fucking care. I never go see this stuff anyway. So yeah, and then, once you're not living there, you kind of want to go back and visit the stuff. So I totally get that. You tend not to visit the tourist attractions in your area generally when you live somewhere. So I don't know if that's just me, but Livy Julia's $20. What was the name of Chakotay's Maquis Raider? I don't fucking know. Half the shot for that. The but I don't know. I just don't know. Paul N. Dreadnought Killer. The Ptolemy with 2 tactical container pods. Fight me. Yes, yes, yes. Ptolemies were great. And yeah, the tactical pods were cool. There were different pod attachments you could get. You could liquid storage, you could get solid state storage, you could get troop transport, you could get actual battle pods. So yes. Eugene, 500 rubles. What's the most powerful weapon in 2 universes? I don't know. Let me know the answer so I can take a drink. I'll just take a drink. I don't know how much 500 rubles is, but I'll... Puggy snores. Yes, she does. Misha, I'll give you the half saucer vessel from Enterprise to Captain Intrepid, I think it was. I don't want that piece of shit. Tim McCaffrey, I'm in Canada, Cornwall, Ontario. It's actually nice here too, but wouldn't call it awesome. Tim, you're in Cornwall? That's fairly close to London, I believe. Eagle Rider, I actually have several friends who live in Devon and Cornwall. Kate MacArthur, I wish they could bring back Kess without her crazy actress. Yeah. Not a bad account. Why didn't TNG or Voyager have aqua shuttles? Because aqua shuttles were kind of a stupid idea. Technically, any shuttle can be an aqua shuttle, because if it's airtight enough for space, it'll be able to handle anything underwater. Just saying. Even the Delta Flyer, when they found that planet of just water, which wasn't really a planet, kind of surrounded by a force field, but it could handle the crushing depth, so... Dystopian guy. Technically, Starfleet could have hoverboards. Yes. Edinburgh says, not this time you don't. Okay, Scottish history. Question is, where was William Wallace's body's parts placed to warn off the English? Like, the northernest, southernest, easternest, and westernest points of the country, or I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I'll take a drink. I'll take a long drink. Unless I got it right. Tell me if I got it right first. I don't want to take too much of a drink if I got it right. Olivia Julia, sorry she was 2.5. Really? Really? You're going to... Fine. I'll have a drink. Fuck. I said she was 2. But I guess when you only lived to 9, being 2.5 is a big difference between being 2, so... Paul N. New Worlds was a real-time strategy based build and fight game. The Valjean was Chakotay's ship. YJ Wrangler, wow, mentioned Stratford Theater and not Guy that started all this, lol. Wow, mentioned Stratford Theater and not Guy that started all this, lol. I don't know what you mean, YJ Wrangler. Which guy? Lex from series of the same name. Okay, well, thanks, Eugene. Eagle Rider. I gotta go, guys. Not a long night. Got a long night ahead of me. Be blessed, everyone. See you later, Rosetta. Take care. Chris Andrew. Okay, Captain, I have a difficult one for you. What was the name of the planet Kirk's brother and family resided on when they died? His nephew did not die, and the name of what killed his brother and wife. Wow, that's a lot. I believe the episode's Operation Annihilate. I don't know the name, but they got killed by flying fried eggs. So, Supercoops, 20 pounds. Thank you, Supercoops. Cap, I mentioned in April I was made redundant after 24 years service in my job. Well, I chose to use that as an opportunity to retrain and have just finished my first week as a truck driver. Well, that's a shot for sure, isn't it? Live long and prosper. That is awesome, Supercoops. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'll have a half shot to toast you because that is awesome. There's other truck drivers in the chat here. Brian Kesterson, I believe, one of our mods is one. Olivia is certainly one. So cheers to you and your new job. That is awesome. Congratulations. But since you're using pounds, I assume you're in the UK, which means isn't it really a truck or is it a lorry? Paul N. Most powerful weapon in two universes, pug farts. Really? Really? Dog, pig, loaf of bread. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Jedi Productions. I gave the answer before the crewman Rivers. Now my next question is, what episode of DS9 did Dr. Bashir and Lita break up? And what did Kirk give them as a gift to help him heal? I don't know the episode. I just know they go to Ryza and they break up there. Well, they break up before then, but anyway. I don't know what he gave him to heal. I don't remember. Jedi Productions. He who is without sin and the artifact was a Horgon. It was revealed that Lita had the hots for Rom. It was indeed. And Lita. In the original pilot for Star Trek, who was the original first officer? That was Majel Barrett as number one, also later referred to as Una. She's going to be in Strange New Worlds, played by Rebecca Romaine Stamos. I don't have to say the Stamos, just Rebecca Romaine, because, yeah. Olivia Julius, $5. Which episode depicts a mutiny on board Voyager? Your options: Unity, the Voyager Conspiracy, Basics, or Worst Case Scenario. It's going to be worst case scenario, and that's with the holodeck program that Tuvok created because the Maquis were being integrated to the crew, and he thought it might be a security problem, so there might be need for a training program for it. And then the crew started melding so well, he just left the program, and it got found later, and everybody tried it out. Nobody knew who created the program, so yeah, there you go. Edinburgh says, so his head was placed on London Bridge, his arms and legs were placed on the east and west of England, and the legs south of England. So I kind of got that right. I'll take a little bit of a drink for that, because I kind of got that right. Misha, $5. What was the name of the second space capsule designed and used by the Russians? The second space capsule. No idea. No idea. I'll take a drink for that one, because I do not know. Bryce said, had gout once years ago, sucked. Luckily mine never returned or became permanent, as it often does. Healthy diet changes work. Less meat and cheese, more dark fruits, cherries, blueberries, and blackberries. I'm pretty sure I don't have gout, but thank you for the advice. Changing my diet to less meat and cheese? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. That being said, I have been eating a lot healthier lately and going for walks. Like I said, I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight so I can be more fit as your captain, as your commanding officer. 94 GT Coop stopped in to hit like. Carry on, gentlemen. Thank you very much, 94 GT Coop. You're always stopping in. You hardly stick around, though, but I appreciate you coming by and hitting like. Speaking of, if you haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. We have 46 people here with 45 likes. It's a pretty good ratio. We're just at 45 and 45 a second ago, but somebody else just joined. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Justin Hayes, in Chatham, Ontario here. Crazy hot weather. Feels like we are in Graythor. Yeah, it's fucking humid. I went for a walk the other night and posted a picture when I got back on my Facebook. It's like, humid, don't walk. And I'm like just drenched in sweat. And my hair's all... So... I meant Cornwall in the UK, which is awesome. I'm sure Canadian Cornwall is also great, though. Tom Garrington Deneva. Did anybody answer who Seth MacFarlane's character was in Enterprise, by the way? Because I don't remember reading that. Not a band account, $5. What was the name of Captain Kirk's sister-in-law? Oh, good God. Janice? Janice or Janet or... Fuck. Not Janice, because that's Janice Rand. I don't care about Kirk's family. Just that Sam is his brother. Just gonna have a drink. Yeah. Eric Martin, Justin Cool. I grew up in Chatham. Olivia's, I'm a truck driver. I said that already. I told him. Misha, seriously, way to go, Super Coops. Fleetpaw, Swiftback. Brian's a teacher. Judge is the other one. I'm the bus driver. Judge, thank you. Judge 1981. Sorry, I got that mixed up. Yes, I knew that Brian Custerton's a professor because he wrote some books and he sent them to me. YJ Wrangler. It was just Shatner getting his start at that theater. No biggie, LOL. Yeah, I could have mentioned that. My mom's cousin actually danced with William Shatner when he was young at the Stratford Festival Theater during one of their like soirees. But yeah, Christopher Plummer, so many famous actors have been through there. And yeah, that's where Shatner got his start. Even though he's from Montreal, his first acting gigs was in the Stratford Festival Theater. So, Bryce, 32nd Century Starfleet Personal Transporters Program Matter, still no seatbelts. That's because the program of matter in the chair like makes these little grippy hooks that like hook into your clothing and keep shit in place like Velcro. Jedek Productions. What made Admiral Cornwall such a badass in Discovery? The fact that she blowed herself up when she really didn't have to, because they could have just beamed her out of there. And the rest of the ship was made from, or the door was made from, oh my God, just don't start. Area 51, Rom, aka luckiest bastard in the universe. I've met Chase Masterson. She's a sweetheart. And yeah, she's absolutely amazing. So, yes. Super Coops. The word truck and lorry are acceptable, but you are correct. Lorry would be more commonly used. See? I know my shit. Jellic Productions. She stared down a photon torpedo in a parade ease stance. Okay. Pauline. Rebecca Romaine now. She's married to Jerry O'Connell now. Yes, she is. She's married to the first officer of the Cerritos. Adam Juneman. Were Cap, Janeway, and Captain Archer related because they always had to be right? No, they were not. Bryce, worst part, programmable. Edinburgh. Yeah, you were nearly spot on, buddy. Well done. Thank you. Misha, Foshad. They crammed 3 suckers into that thing, too. Area 51. I'm down 20 pounds. You can do it, Cap. Thanks. I hope I can. Olivia Julius, $10. In which of the following episodes does Captain Janeway or some variation of her not die on screen? Your options. Deadlock. Worst case scenario. Shattered. Before and after. Some variation of her not die on screen. Shattered. Shattered is the one with the ship being broken up into different time areas, zones, time periods, and that's the one where I think that's the Chakotay episode where he's helping her through. I don't think she dies in that one. Adam Juneman, less meat would suck because I'm making spicy beef jerky in the dehydrator. Right? Misha, 92% humidity air. Jesus Christ. Chris Andrew, the planet is called Deneva. Oh, yes, and the creatures were flying parasites. However, fried eggs are exactly what they look like. Delicious. And then Spock picks one up with salad tongs. And then with the salad tongs, he puts the fried egg into a toolbox. The future. Eugene Stage. Seth MacFarlane was an extra in engineering. Yes, he was in 2 episodes, but he had a name, though. His character had a name. Not a bad account. Lorian Kirk, and his brother was George Kirk. Orion was the wife. His brother was Sam. His dad was George Kirk. Bryce, even worse, program matter, smart matter, it can be used to instantly create seatbelts, but then again, you can force shields, but they never use them that way. Jared Shaw, Stratford is a very cool place. Downtown's nice, I guess. Jared Shaw. Oh, heard that one. Chris Andrew, you missed one of my questions. You need to take a good swig of that bottle. What was your question, Chris? Re-ask it. And was it a super chat question? YJ Wrangler, do you need seatbelts with inertial dampeners? Technically, no. Bryce, the consoles probably still explode too, and they are probably still filled with rocks for some reason. All right, Chris, I'll have a drink, but... And Bryce, it is not fucking rocks. I get so sick of that. That's one of my pet peeves. It's kind of rant alert time. They look like rocks, but what they are is insulating foam. It's the inside of the panels. That's actually a fire retardant foam that they get sprayed to fill in the gaps. So if the console does start on fire, it won't burn very much because of this fire retardant foam. So when the panel explodes, the foam, if you take any kind of foam and you put concussive force behind it, it's going to break up into different pieces that are very rock-like. So yes, they look like volcanic rock, but they're actually insulated foam. So Jared Shaw, the Discovery, except for that one room of mithril and adamantium. Yeah. And vibranium. Paul N. Ray Shields, charge phasers, pug farts on standby. Olivia Julia said shattered. That's what I said, so I got that right, so thank you. Edinburgh says, I'm so proud of you, Captain Foley. Your Scottish history is amazing. It's not, though. It's not, but thank you. Eugene Stage, nice to see you again, Captain. Been dealing with a lot lately. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Eugene, and hopefully things get better for you. And you say you're dealing with things. I hope everything's fine. But if you're always welcome here, you're always welcome to come hang out, have some fun, just chit chat. We love hanging out with all you guys. So. Justin Hayes, in lieu of Q being in Picard season 2 and 3, what is your favorite live action episode and why? My favorite live action episode of Picard? Justin can confirm, of all Star Trek, of Picard, let me know. Area 51, no, Spock used space tongs and a space toolbox. Okay. Eugene Stage, have a drink on me, Cap. I mean, I will, but I shouldn't really be drinking without super chats because otherwise I'll just be drunk. Olivia Julius, $5. Gotta go. Here's some Puggy treats for the precious Puggy. Good to see you, Olivia. I haven't seen you in a while here, so thank you for joining us. And yes, I'll make sure she gets some Puggy treats. And I'll also have a drink because thank you for joining us. Not a bad account. Kirk's brother was George Samuel Kirk, but Captain Kirk called him Sam. Oh, you're actually right. Sorry. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I knew his name was Sam. Jedi Productions. Okay, here's a question to stump that well-ordered mind of yours. Here goes. Actually, yeah. Anyway, sorry. That's something else. What would be worse? Going into the holodeck after Riker has his fantasy night, or worse, WC or water closet, I guess, bathroom after Taco Bell with Reapers. Obviously the bathroom, because the bathroom, you realize, okay, this is another thing that pisses me off. No one has to go clean up the holodeck. That is so fucking stupid. Anything that's left in the holodeck can be wiped away because it uses transporter technology and replicator technology. So it just turn any substance that's left over, like semen, if you really want to get into it, and it would just dematerialize it and add it to the ship's stores of energy, which could be used to create other things with the other replicators in the ship. That's how it works. No one cleans the holodeck. And then fucking Lower Decks comes along and it's holodeck waste extraction duty, just as a fucking joke. And that pissed me off because no, that's not how holodecks work. We have a whole episode on holodecks. Unfortunately, it's not released yet, which pissed me off again. Anyway, so the holodeck thing really fucking bugs me. Tim McCaffrey, we need a debate with Junkball Media about the rocks. Jared Shaw, went to Stratford at middle school. Question though, out of all the different series, do we see the Borg? Out of all the different series, do we see the Borg? Yes. That's a strange question. Misha, foam rocks, got it. Yes, they're foam rocks. Ryan, what mic are you using? I'm using the microphone that's on my phone, which I'm using to do the live, and that's a iPhone 11 Pro Max. Eugene Stage is drinking with me. Well, thank you so much. Edinburgh says, Captain Foley, was nice to meet you, man. I love the knowledge. I love your knowledge. Is there any way I can get into your videos? I mean, I don't know, maybe. If you have a Trekyards Originals or an original ship design that you want us to do for Trekyards Originals, you can get on the show that way. Just email us at trekyards@hotmail.com with your ship idea and we can do an episode on it. Other than that, not really. We don't really just have people on unless they've worked on the show or whatever, but so hope that helps. Forrest Proctor, $5. I love the videos and I'd like to see more interior shots and designs of the unique new ships. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Forrest. Have a drink for that. Thank you so much. When we do Trekyards Originals and stuff where we show ships, there might be the odd time where we have interiors or things like that, but usually we don't do the design, or the designers don't design the interior or whatever. That being said, for my Foley class design, which is Dreadnought, there's a lot of interior stuff. The Stopian guy helped me a lot with the deck plans and stuff. Well, helped me. He basically did them. And so there is interior stuff, even like getting down to designing the captain's quarters and stuff to see what that looks like. So, but thank you for that. Max World Entertainment, Captain Foley into house. Yeah, I know I'm super late. Greetings, programs. It's funny you said greetings, programs. My friend Dave, or Blappy, says that all the time, every time he sees us. Turd Ferguson, do you have a ship book called Starfleet Prototypes? There's USS Star Stalker class, was always my favorite. Starfleet Prototypes? No, I don't think so. There's a bookcase full of Star Trek books behind you, which I'm looking at. I'm pretty sure I don't, no. Dude, it was meant to be a joke. I know, but it's a joke that has been beaten into the ground over the past forever since holodecks existed, and it just fucking grinds my gears. It chafes my balls. Bryce, in principle, you should need seatbelts if they're inertial dampeners. If they fail, you'd be strawberry jam. But that Trek IDs fail just enough to toss everyone around. Inertial dampeners, yeah. Macro Entertainment, haha, I love seeing Foley like this. What, ranty? Turd Ferguson, so replicated food is recycled jizz? Ooh, yes, it's also recycled shit. Did you not watch Discovery, season 3? She's eating the apple. It's good apple. He's like, yeah, it's made of our shit. pretty good for shit. That's how the replicators work, guys. They use the energy stores of the ship to create physical matter using transporter technology as well. So I don't understand why you guys are so confused by that. Somebody shits in a fucking toilet. They don't have a storage tank full of sewage water, because that would be gross. And if the ship got damaged and it's just like fucking sewer water dripping down on deck 11 or something. No. It gets transported and converted from matter into energy and is stored as an energy reserve to be used later to create replicated food, replicated parts, whatever. That's how the fucking ship works. Have you guys not read the technical manuals? You need to watch more Trekyards. You need more Trekyards in your life. Adam Juneman, would you shut the... She's laying in the chair and she's got her head like up against the side of the chair, so she's like snoring. Adam Juneman, who was the actor that played Archer's defense attorney while Archer was on trial on Chronos? Well, that's the same guy that played Martok, so that's J.G. Hertzler. But yeah, great actor and a fantastic Klingon. I really loved him as the lawyer, so. Misha, so your holodeck kills sailors. Yes. Yeah. The best part of you was left in the holodeck and then eaten by Ensign Ramirez on deck 9 when he asked for an apple. Kind of takes all the fun out of the best part of you ran down your mama's leg, but you know, it is what it is. Paul N. LOL, when holodeck cleanup duty becomes canon. Oh, fucking... Justin Hayes, what I meant was that what was your favorite live action Q episode and why? Sorry for confusion. Favorite live action Q episode. Probably, honestly, Cupid. Just because it is kind of fun and lighthearted. The other ones with Qs are kind of like, eh. Actually, no, that's false. Ignore what I just said. Tapestry. Tapestry is my favorite Q episode. There you go. Edinburgh says, I mean, like, watch your channel more. No being freaky. How can you watch it more? Just subscribe. Subscribe to Trekyards. Subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. I do different videos on each channel. We've got a shit ton of backlog for both, so just subscribe to those channels and make sure you hit the bell notification icon to all. Really helps us out. So, Eugene, 250 rubles. But Cap, safety protocols should not dematerialize the matter that enters holodeck to prevent dematerialization of Starfleet officers. But the computer is smart enough to realize that it's not a fucking person. It's fucking waste that was left in the holodeck. That's the other thing. In Elementary My Dear Data, they walk out of the fucking holodeck and Jordy's got the piece of paper. He drew the Enterprise. And people are like, the paper shouldn't come out of the holodeck. The holodeck uses replicator technology. It can replicate physical matter in the holodeck if you choose to, depending on your program settings. Let's say you're a woodworker. You want to create something out of wood. So you create a fucking wood shop in the holodeck. Now, you spend all this time, your off hours, in there, using the lathe, making like a nice rocking horse or something for your kid, because, you know, it's Galaxy-class ship, you got a kid on there. But you can't take it out of the holodeck? No. The computer's smart enough to realize that you fucking want that, so it physically creates wood using the replicator in the holodeck that you can take out of the holodeck. If it's something complex, like a person that's not meant to leave the holodeck, like we see in the Dixon Hill episode, The Big Goodbye, where they walk out in the hallway, you start to dematerialize. That's how it works. Same with food. If you have a fucking romantic night in the holodeck, you have a big fucking romantic meal, you eat your food, do you think that when you leave the holodeck, the food leaves your stomach so you're fucking hungry again? No, because it's the exact same technology that's used in the replicators in your quarters. So the food it makes in the holodeck, should you want it to, is actual fucking food. So you eat it and then you leave. Now you could probably set the holodeck program to be like, I don't want anything physical in the holodeck that can follow me out. So you can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. It will get rid of eating disorders for sure. You eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. As soon as you leave the holodeck, it's like, whoop, It's gone. That's how holodecks work, guys. I've had to explain it so many times. It's just so frustrating. Anyway. Jedic production. So wait. So that means that there is a chance that the crew might be eating Riker's... Okay, sorry, can't resist. You know me, Cap. Yeah. Jared Shaw. As in out of the 9 shows so far, have we seen the Borg? Hope that clarifies. I have a drink in hand. As in out of the 9 shows so far. 9 shows of what? Have we seen the Borg? You mean all 9, like, you've obviously seen the Borg because we know they exist. I don't understand your question. We've seen the Borg in multiple series. I don't know. Funny, if I recall, foam spray that dries is what they use to make fake rocks on Trek. It basically is, yeah. So I guess you're right. I guess you're right. It is rocks. There you go. Matt K, I always wanted to know why you love the TMP era design philosophy more than the TNG. Newer is almost always better and prettier because TMP is fucking beautiful. It's got that retro kind of, like, I don't know, something about the look of it. Plus, the computer displays in the motion picture era are fantastic. Black with the blue and the green, it just pops. The TNG ones, the LCARs are like fine, but I don't like the muted sandy colors. Like it's like, it looks okay. Looks okay. But definitely matches the carpet and stuff, right? But honestly, the TMP movie era stuff is the best. The way every panel's outlined, it's got the little numbers, it's got the little, it's beautiful. That's why. Jared Shaw, Oded Fear's delivery of that shit line was perfect. Still blows my mind that he is Maji in the Mummy. Matt K, isn't it a generational thing? Eugene, just not sentiment matter. Turd Ferguson, why don't they do poop like Family Guy? Beam the poop into another dimension. Super Coops. Okay, so my wife has just got up to go to work and I'm still up drinking and watching The Captain in my one-man party. Is that bad? Well, of course not. Also, yes, I read the technical manuals, Captain. Somners Matthews, I would like to know more information about where Lieutenant Yar grew up, where she had to deal with rape gangs. Yeah. Forrest Proctor, $5. I see some Highlander swords hilts behind you. Are they from Marto in Spain or somewhere else? They are from Marto in Spain. I've got the Kurgans back there. I've got Highlander, the series. I've got a fake one. And I've also got one of the actual Highlander swords. Not screen used, but it's signed by Christopher Lambert. And I'll have to show you. I'll have to show you now. Because you fucking asked. So this is the actual Highlander swords. And if you look on this side, this one came with a certificate of authenticity, signed by Christopher Lambert. It's also etched into the blade, his signature. And it says there can be only one. This one is a live blade, so this one's sharp. This is 440 surgical stainless, I believe. And this one is made in... How is this made? Oh, there's the made in mark. You can see what that says, because I can't. But yeah, this is Marto, Toledo. So it says Toledo. Okay, that's what I thought. Made in Spain. Yeah, this has got a live blade. This is sharp. So. What I always have to show off is the Kurgans, which has the... Yeah. I just scared the shit out of the pug. But yeah, this one, it's not like the one in the movie where he has it in a briefcase and it's got the seam here. But it's big, and it's big. Look at the size of this fucking thing. it's Connor McLeod's sword. I've also got Duncan McLeod's sword from the Highlander series. So, Misha, Tapestry is just a great episode. Period. It is. Adam Junman, astronauts recycle their piss for water, so why are people surprised about holodeck recycling bodily functions? I don't fucking know. Eugene, computer is smart enough. That's the start of multiple apocalyptic scenarios. And every holodeck, the safeties are off. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That's why that's why a lot of times they couldn't just wipe the programs. Could we just do this and wipe all the holographic things out of the holodeck? Yes. It would also do that to all the physical matter as well. So we can't do that. Script reasons. Bryce, I want to see a holodeck episode you have planned. Still want to know why holographic wine can be calorie-free like Tom Paris claimed. I guess it vanishes from your stomach when you exit. I kind of covered that already. It's a molecular pattern. It can taste like synthahol can be alcoholic if you want it to be, but synthahol is generally not alcoholic. It tastes the same, but doesn't have the effects of alcohol. But it can if you want it to. So I assume because you can fuck with the molecular structure of things, you can change the calorie intake. Technically, anything you eat in Star Trek would give you, your computer, your replicator would give you your daily allotment of calories and stuff to make you healthy. That's why you don't see overweight people in Star Trek, really. So you could eat pretty much anything, and the computer would fuck with the calories to make sure you get exactly what you need, even nutrition-wise. You can hide nutrition from like plants in something like a steak, just so that you get what you need out of your diet, would be my guess. The Blue Pig Gaming. Hello, everyone. Hello. Jared Moses 1. What was Jordy's visor originally made from? To clarify, I'm asking what the real-world prop was made from. It was made from a hairbret. It was what it was open up and you like clip hair with it. So. I've never seen or read any Star Trek or its expanded universe. Where do you suggest I start? Oh, Jesus, fuck. From the beginning, start with TOS. Just watch it in the order that it was intended to be watched in, which is the release order. I hate that question because it's so... yeah, just do... Yeah, start from the beginning. Yeah, don't do chronologically either because that'll fucking suck. Just watch it the way it was filmed and released. Okay, proper question this time. If replicator tech was invented tomorrow and you could order anything, what would that thing be? Food-wise? Or just money? Replicate millions of dollars of money? I don't know. That's a very good question. New parts for my Camaro so I could restore my car in my driveway for cheap. I don't know. For me, it would be the ultimate double Whopper with cheese. Well, there you go. Yeah, food-wise, I don't know, man. There's so many options. I would just be picking out. Robert Bonchoon is here. Bonchoon is here. Totally agree. What do you agree on, Rob? I'm way behind in the chat, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. TMP looks more streamlined. TNG is more boring. Matter of opinion, but yeah. The pug snores louder than I do, unless you ask my wife. Impressive. Most impressive. Eugene Stage. The original Jordy visor was made from an 80s banana clip for women's hair. Yep. The Blue Pig Gaming, a Star Wars quote in a Star Trek stream. Impressive. Most impressive. A Blue Pig Gaming. I remember when it was Star Trek fans versus Star Wars fans. Now it's just Star Wars fans versus Star Wars fans. I need a less toxic fan community. Welcome. Misha, $5. What was Canada's standard issue rifle during the first half of World War I? No fucking clue. I'll take a drink. I see the Enfield something. I don't know. Bryce, actually, Foley, the ship probably just breaks the waste and anything else down into its base molecules, sugars, amino acids, or even its component atoms. Yeah. I said converts it to energy, which... Sure. Let's get, if you want to get nitpicky, sure. Turd Ferguson. Is the email trekyards@hotmail.com. I want to send a pic to the Star Stalker. Yes, trekyards@hotmail.com. Forrest Proctor, $5. Thanks for showing the swords. No problem. Anytime, man. I need to do a video. I still need to do a video on the Captain Foley channel about the swords because I want to show off the sword collection. There's a lot more than just that. There's a lot more swords in this house. Night X. So that scene where Picard and the whole crew that was having a turkey Thanksgiving dinner with Worf's brother was okay. Good to know. LOL. I mean, some of the food was real. Picard even said, you know, the replicator doesn't do the caviar justice, so it's one of his favorite things. So he's got a case on board for special occasions. Misha, to be fair, all water on Earth today has been recycled countless times already. Yes, that's true. Madge Mac, I want Synth Kane. Eugene Stage. Have a good one, Cap. You too, Eugene. Adam Juneman, I have a cavalry sword that was presented to me as unit award for my time in the unit. It was my rank name years I was in the unit engraved on it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, cool. Yes. And Bryce goes on to say, oh, I didn't mean to post yet. I mean, they probably break it down to atoms and molecules to store those for later use. That would be easier than storing a vast amount of energy needed to make matter. Yeah, I totally agree, Bryce. You're absolutely right. I was just trying to simplify it because you need to simplify things sometimes. Jared Moses, $1. Read that Jordy's visor was made from a car's air filter. I read that from IMDb. I think later they got more creative with it, but originally it was... Literally, they were talking about the character, and I don't know if it was Rick Berman or whatever, but his daughter's little plastic hair clip was sitting there, and he's like, hey, this, man, you know, so that's, yeah, it was probably made over with multiple things over the years, but originally. Pauline says the Ross rifle, so there you go. Don't know if that's right, but Bryce, yep, water is recycled dinosaur piss, and plants have been essentially converting shit into food for millions of years. Yep, and oxygen. So shit, it grows the trees, which carbon dioxide that turns it into oxygen. It's like, damn, it's a great system. Adam Juneman, Smell number 1, Mark III. All right, Jedi Productions. If CBS offered you a job working on Star Trek series and the hero ship was the USS Foley, would you do it, but in doing so have to give up your Trekyards forever? Dun, dun, dun. I have no idea. That's never going to happen, so I'm not too concerned about it. I honestly don't know. Trekyards is our baby. So, Adam Juneman, Canadians would dump the Ross rifle for the Schmel. Chris Andrews, okay, history question, Captain. Who was the British Army officer who fought in the Second World War with a longbow, bagpipes, and a Scottish broadsword? He did not use a gun. Why do I want to say James Doohan? He was in the Canadian military during World War II and got his finger shot off. He also got shot a few times, but one of them hit his cigar case or a cigarette case and saved his life. But I honestly don't know. Bryce, I was just pissed off that it seemed like Paris seemed to imply that the holograph wine was holographic as opposed to replicated. As replicators would be food, Voyager had bad science. No, like I said, it's all dependent on your program. You can change your holodeck programs. You can streamline them. You can customize them. So you can literally say, anything that I want to eat in this fucking holodeck program, when I leave, I don't want it to be real food. So the computer's like, all right, cool, you got it. In there, it's real. Out here, it's not. So you fill up, you get bloated, you know, you walk out, and as soon as you hit that hallway, or as soon as you turn off that program, you're fucking hungry because it's out of your stomach. Or you can say, I really want a nice romantic meal. I want us not to be fucking, you know, hungry when we leave. So can it be real food, please? And by the way, you know, I'm going to give her some flowers too. that I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick some flowers. So the flowers I pick, I want her to take back to her quarters. So can you make those real too? Awesome, thanks. Feed Me Seymour, a low-key TV series, is surprisingly good. It's fantastic. Forrest Proctor, $10. Thanks for ranting about Trek tech to folks who don't understand it. It's my job. It's my job. It's my job. I think my next rant alert should be about the goddamn holodeck technology. I haven't done a rant alert for my rant alert series in a while. I don't want to touch on real world stuff because people got all bitchy. One person, I put a fucking poll on my Captain Foley personal channel saying, all right, what should my next rant alert be about? Anti-vaxxers and flat earthers, like anti-science, and whatever. And somebody commented, the fact you said flat earthers and anti-vaxxers and anti-science, I'm unsubscribing because you don't understand. You're part of the problem. All right, bye. Fuck off. So I don't know. I should just make it the Rant Alert series, not necessarily about real life stuff, which is what it was going to be about, but more like just things I want to rant about. And the holodeck I could rant for hours on because I don't know. Chris Andrew, no what? Misha, Ross, M, 1910 Mark III was standard through 1916. Schmiel came late in the war only. Misha, only the story of Sir Charles Ross is both interesting and very Scottish. Paul N. The Ross rifle had tight tolerances, steel susceptible to rust, and would lock up in muddy trenches. The Ross was more accurate. The Schmiel was more reliable and available in greater quantities. Now you're getting a goddamn history lesson about guns, which I honestly don't give a shit about. No offense. I love history. My dad collects guns. He's a gun collector. I grew up around guns. I'm more of a sword guy. I don't care about the whatever 1911, or actually 1911. Come on, the Colt 1911 is the best gun ever. It is my favorite gun. But anyway, I don't care about the whatever Mark III fucking field grade blah 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 blah. Like, I don't care. I honestly don't give a shit. So, sorry guys. Adam Juneman, I read about that Scott. He threw his luggage off the train because he claimed it was his backyard. Jedi Productions, okay, I have a doozy. If holodeck tech was invented and could be installed in your home so you could make it inside, your inside look like anything, what would you make your home look like? It would probably change every day. I've always wanted the sitting room at 221B Baker Street. I've always wanted like a recreation of Sherlock Holmes' quarters or Sherlock Holmes' apartment. I saw that when I went to the UK and I went to the Sherlock Holmes Museum because they have a recreation. It's fucking rad. So one day it would be that. One day it'd be a TOS Connie. You know, I would change it up. I would do a few different things. So it's kind of hard to say. Bryce says, I think the episode where Picard threw the book off the holodeck and it vanished made people think that all objects on the holodeck are just holograms as opposed to replicated objects too. Yeah, exactly. But using the technology it uses, it should be able to replicate anything that you can take out. Considering that program was specifically like not expecting him to do that, like why replicate this book when he's looking at it in the holodeck? And he throws it out the door. Why would you do that logically? So the computer's like, fuck it, he doesn't want that. It's gone. Whereas if he held the book and was like, I'll maybe take it, whatever, then the computer might be like, all right, he's actually walking towards the entrance with it. Maybe he wants it. Maybe I'll make it physical. And if he doesn't want it, he can just toss it back in and say, whatever. I don't know. But there's a lot of misconceptions with the holodeck. Even when fucking Wesley was on it and in the snow and he threw a snowball and it hit Picard and people were like, actually, Picard's uniform shouldn't be wet because that's a holographic snowball. It's like, no, it's a real fucking snowball that came out of the holodeck and is still water. It's water. One of the easiest things to probably replicate on a starship. Anyway. Chris Andrew, his name was John Malcolm Thorpe Fleming Churchill. Jesus Christ. I added the Jesus Christ part. That's not actually the last part of his name. Nate X. To get angry, Captain, people just want to know the answers. I like getting ranty sometimes, considering it's questions I've answered 5,000 times in the space of 3 months for the past 6 fucking years. So yeah, I get a little ranty sometimes. I apologize, but I'm not taking it on you guys. Sent you the Star Stalker pics. Thank you, Turd. I'm not going to look at them now because I don't have that account set up on here, but I'll take a look at them later. Feed me Seymour. Wouldn't a replicator and holodeck tech in the same environment be dangerous? Beaming up has had troubles in the past. Wouldn't beaming in real food in a hollow environment isn't more risk to go wrong? No. No. See all the grids on the walls? And how many holodeck episodes are there where the holodeck goes wrong? It happens, but Adam Juneman, the Canadians would hide the short magazine. Don't care. No offense. No offense to anybody that's in the military. Ataz, I know you are getting upset about the holodeck questions about the waste removal in lower decks. Food is use replicator technology. What if they use the bathroom? Do they just leave the holodeck? What if they use the bathroom? Do they just leave the holodeck? Or use the bathroom in the holodeck? We don't know what happens to the fucking West. Like, what happens in a Type 15 shuttlecraft? That's the very small one with only the 2 seats. That's like no room. Jordy went to Risa in one of those in an episode. Where do you go to the washroom? Raises the question, can you just use the transporter to evacuate your bowels? Beam your shit into space, straight from your bowels. Misha, no offense taken at all, just my job too. The Ross is really interesting though. I do love history of mechanical things. Brian, forgive me fully for being a pedantic Trekkie. As we all know that Trekkies are really nitpicky about Trek. I know, right? Jedi Productions, who would you rather have a piss up with, Picard or Patrick Stewart? Picard. Ken, my own holodeck, the best little whorehouse in Texas. Adam Juneman. Love you, Adam. I'm not going to read that. Matthew, when you go swimming in the holodeck, you get wet. People drink in it all the time. Right? Feed me, Seymour. Could the holodeck have a form of smart AI in terms of predicting behavior? As you said, if they walk out during holodeck reading a book, the book is real. It could also explain Zora. Yeah, exactly. And they say even in 1100101, whatever, with the Binar episode, that they've just improved the holodeck technology, and it's much more realistic now. It could be that's one of the advancements. It's one of the upgrades. It's one of the Windows upgrades for your holodeck program, making things more realistic that way. That it's more anticipating of what people want to take out of the holodeck. So, Grandma's bowl of nuts. Questions. What question? What's a dossier moment? When Picard dances the mamba in front of the mirror, or when he's going brom brom during Naked Now? Oh, what's a douchier moment? Douchier, that's the word. The Naked Now. I was like, what the fuck? Is he a horse? Misha, actually, when you read that starting a comment, you just know you are in for something special. Sorry, but flat earthers and anti-vaxxers need to fuck off. We don't live in the 14th century. We know the shape of the planet and the benefits of vaccination. Just me off. Sorry, rant over. I totally agree with you, Super Coops. Totally agree with you. If you're a flat earther, please don't watch my channel. Please unsubscribe immediately. Darth Maul, I bet you would create a holodeck program where no one asks questions about the holodeck. Yes, and no one says that the lithium is a power source, because it's not. Knight X, thank you. I was wondering this when I was a teenager. How can a kid sick on the holodeck get sick on the holodeck if he eats a fruit from the holodeck? That shouldn't be the case, unless he's allergic to something, some enzyme that the replicator just naturally makes for that food. That's the only way that I could see that happening, unless there's a problem with the holodeck and it's not replicating things properly. It's kind of like food poisoning in a sense because it didn't get the molecular structure quite right or something. That was the episode Brothers, where the kids played a trick on the other kid. But I don't think it was poison fruit. I forget. He made his brother think that he was dead, and then I don't fucking remember. Anyway, George Ferguson, Jordy's pissed in Picard's caviar stores on the show. Darth Maul, Jordy shat square on the seat and used the transporter to remove it. Wait, I finally figured out why the Romulans captured Jordy. One of the turds struck the view screen of the warbird. Adam says, it's okay, I understand. Thank you. I just don't want to get into the technical aspects of all that stuff, because it just, yeah. Feed me, Seymour. Poop is transported to replicator for recycling food. Probably no toilets on the ship anymore. Probably no toilet paper. Possibly 3 seashells. Who here knows how to use the 3 seashells? Bryce, but food doesn't just sit around in your stomach. The second it's to put in your mouth, it's instantly being broken down by the enzymes and acids and absorbed into your bloodstream. Truth. But it's also a physical thing that is in your system, which, if it was holographic and it only exists in the holodeck environment, once you leave that environment, being broken down or not, it's going to leave your system. Misha, $20. I think you need a drink. Well, that's a half shot worth, so sure. Yeah. Not now, doctor, says Ozzy. That's exactly right. Cheers. Thank you, Misha. Do I really need a drink, though? Because, Feed me, Seymour. I'm a cube earther. Let you simulate that. It makes more fucking sense than flat earthers, so I'm fine with that. Bryce, the holodeck would have been able to take every atom of molecule in the holofood and you ate, so it could remove it later. Oh, absolutely. It's a replicated material that's holographic and needs holographic emitters. If it's going to use that, if it's going to just be holographic, and use holographic emitters, so it has to be within the space of the holodeck. Grandma's bowl of nuts. I think Jordy ate all the shit on the Enterprise, if we're honest. Forrest Proctor, $20. I'm with Misha. You need a drink. All right, that's another half shot. So that's a full shot, guys. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Why is this room so fucking hot? I got 2 lights on. The air conditioning's on. Thank you. Misha, Terry Pratchett just unsubbed. Who's Terry Pratchett? Grant Parsons, everyone knows that Earth is shaped like a burrito. It's just common sense. Curtis S. loves color vinyl and pictures disc LPs. Welcome, Curtis Simpkins. How's it going? Seashells by the seashore. Ozzy, Date brother, return in Brothers, and Data's brother returned in Brothers, and Data met his father. Yes, but there's also the brothers on the ship that the episode starts with. Scythe Commander, if you're in a hurry, you can get away with just 2 seashells, right? Grandma's bowl of nuts. Jordy could never get the girl. Nope. Ozzy, I know it uses the 3 seashells. Curtis says, I love you going... I forgot, you going to be on Captain. I was playing Mass Effect. Don't worry about missing it, Curtis. By all means, enjoy your Mass Effect. I still have not got that yet. I should get that, the Legendary Edition, or whatever the fuck it is. Sorry, I was swearing a lot tonight. I apologize. Darth Maul, you know what always struck me as bad advice that Crusher gave Data? Their brother's Data. They forgive. Or is fracking evil? How do you forgive that? I know. Jadic Productions. You're on the Enterprise D in engineering. You see Ensign Gomez spill the hot chocolate on Picard. What do you do? Wait for Picard to leave. Then I go up there with a little rag. Be like, do you want me to help you wipe that off your shirt, Ensign? I'm just kidding. That's just creepy. I don't know. I'd worry about the carpet. Like, you got hot chocolate on the fucking carpet. That being said, in the future, there's probably something that anything that's not molecularly the carpet will be just gone. So, anyway. Disassociated Woman Incorporated. Hey, Captain. Hey, how's it going? That's a new one. Haven't seen you here before. Adam says, 3 seashells are easy to use. Find the proper size, sledgehammer, and everything works. Turd Ferguson, I believe our world is one of the corn kernels in a turd, and the stars are rice. Wow, that's great. Feed me Seymour. Science time. Only 6 flavors of taste. So easy to replicate. It's the scent that makes the mind think the flavor is different. For example, Skittles candy. All the same flavor, but scented differently. I don't know if I believe that. I need to look that up now. I hate you. Misha, Discworld. It was a joke, you damned Vulcan. Disassociated Women Incorporated. I just woke up. Morning. Admiral Saval, Mass Effect Legendary is awesome. Curtis says, yes, Captain, it's a Legendary Edition. Bryce says, oh gods, now I'm going to be wondering all night what happens if you swallow holographic semen from a holographic sex partner, or if it's just your, or if it's in your orifices or on your blue dress. That's funny. So with Skittles, purple is listed as black currant, but all Skittles have the same flavor, but the scent on purple ones is black currant scent. It's true, you can Google that. Well, there you go. I think I had heard something like that years ago, but I thought it was bullshit, so. I believe it, though. I do. Save Commander, I bet the bridge on the Enterprise D smells like 1990s Blockbuster Video. All that plastic polyester carpeting. Yeah, man. Like I said, I was an assistant manager at Blockbuster for years. Loved that smell. I hated it at the time, so I was at work. But, anywho. John woke. Hey, Cat. Hey, John. How's it going? Grandma's Bowl of Nuts. Do you prefer the original Wrath of Khan cut or the director's cut? I don't like the dumb Scotty's nephew or Kirk scene where Kirk says, why? And Kirk talks about Khan. It makes it less powerful. I like both for different reasons. I really enjoy director's cuts because you get additional footage. There's a couple versions of Wrath of Khan even. There was one that showed on TV all the time that had some footage that was not on any of the VHSs or stuff we had growing up. Even the director's cut wasn't in there. Like certain things, it's just there's a weird couple versions of Wrath of Khan. Even when they're going up and down the Jeffries tube, and it's like, that man's my son. Fascinating. Like that's not in every version, you know. So I like them all. I like them all for different reasons. Why you so quiet tonight? I'm not quiet. Turd Ferguson, wait till Picard leaves and invites Gomez into the Jeffries tube and play with her dirty pillows. Jesus Christ, Turd. Curtis, you have 75 likes with 46 watching. Yes, because that's just how awesome I am. Can we hit 80 likes? Can we hit 100 likes? Hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. Much appreciated. Misha, half holographic baby. With the holographic semen. Yeah. Jedi Productions. Would you rather join Riker and the senior staff for poker night or spend your time with Picard drinking tea and talking about the deepest meaning of life, the universe, and anything? Both sound fantastic, honestly. But I'd probably have more fun playing poker, even though I don't play poker. So, but hanging out with everybody would be kind of neat. That's a very good question, actually, because I'd really like to hang out with Picard too. But, Feed me Seymour. Smarties are the same, different flavor, except one. The orange ones are actually chocolate orange. Well, I knew Smarties were all the same flavor, but they're not scented different. They don't taste different. John Woke, $10. Thank you. How old was Sarek when he mind melded with Picard to negotiate with the Ligarians? No idea. I will have a drink. And since this one's pretty much empty, that was $10. Crack open a new one. There we go. I have no idea how old he was. Illogical. Ozzy says, where Kirk talking to Spock about Sabak, Spock tells Kirk she is half Romulan in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Director's Cut. Yes, well, her character was half Romulan, so. Disassociated Woman Incorporated. I am new here. You can just call me Disassociated to save time if you want. The Voyage Home is my favorite movie, closely followed by Undiscovered Country. And Happy Pride Month. Or Happy Pride, Infinite Diversity and Infinite Combinations Month. Same to you, my friend, and I will just call you Disassociated if you want. Actually, as I was reading at that time, Dissociated Woman Incorporated, I was like, should I just call them DWI? I don't know. But Disassociated works, so thank you. And welcome. Hit that like button if you haven't. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click the notification bell icon to all. And if you want to join the channel, there's a join button down there. You can join, help us on a monthly basis. It's not very much a month, so if you want to be able to do that and get a rank, get a little badge beside your name, get some cool emojis for these lives, you can do so by hitting that join button. So that's for everybody out there that's watching. Grandma's Bowl of Nuts. We had Star Trek 1 and 2 on CED video disc when I was a kid. I miss the skips when I watch them now. You get used to them, yeah. A lot of movies I had recorded on VHS, or even songs on tape, audio cassettes from the radio. I used to listen to them or watch them so often that now when I watch the movie, I know what commercial is going to be starting, or when I hear a song, I know there's going to be like the DJ or a lead into another song at the end, and it's just not there. And it's like, ugh. You just get so used to hearing it all the time. John Woke says 202. Drink, good sir. I already did drink. I drank when I couldn't answer the question. So, Grant Parsons. Fruit Loops are all the same flavor. Misha. I do love tea, but poker with friends is a lot of fun. Planty. Next drink. Hey, Planty. I thought you had left. I didn't think you were here anymore. I felt so alone. With 46 other people. Bryce, I know a few women who would love that. As soon as sex is done, no more fumbling for a towel or old t-shirts, less messy sex. Holodecks would make men obsolete, but it would make women obsolete too. Yes. It's one of my favorite fucking memes. Picture of, when in Toy Story when Andy comes in the room and they're like, oh, and they collapse. There's a picture of not Buzz Lightyear. The fuck is the cowboy guy? God damn it. Woody, lying there like, and the meme says, "Your woman after sex, when you go to get the towel, is lying on the bed." It's like, oh. Oh, yeah. Adam Juneman, I would like to visit the Monsters house in a holodeck. Yeah, there's so many places like that I would have holodeck programs for. Feed me, Seymour. I am not religious, but we've seen Wrath of Khan. Just wondering what the other 6 deadly sins of Khan would be. The gluttony, lust, greed, envy, pride, sloth of Khan. Good question. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, did you watch the Loki show on Disney yet? Yes, I did. Enjoyed it very much. Can't wait to see the rest of it. John Woke, $5. In DS9, the Tal Shiar and Obsidian Order go to attack the Changeling world. Who turned out to be a Changeling mole? Bashir and Martok. I don't know if that's the one you mean, but I know Bashir was a changeling for a long time. So was Martok. Months, anyway. Don't know if that's what you mean, so let me know if I got that right or wrong. I'll take a drink. Disassociated said I'd. You'd what? Misha, $5. What gender was Data's cat from Peanut again? Data's cat was both male and female. He was referred to as being male quite a few times, and then all of a sudden he had kittens. Sometimes he was a long-haired tabby cat. Other times a short-haired tabby cat. I think it was basically a shapeshifter. A Kamaloid cat. So both is the answer. Maybe he has frog DNA because, you know, they replicated him in Jurassic Park and they didn't have the full DNA strand, so they used frog DNA to fill in the missing gaps. So he changed sex. I don't know. Perfect question for Pride Month, I gotta say. Both. Curtis, Captain, any word on your Enterprise D build yet? I should be getting issue number 2 next week. No. I've heard from Eagle Moss. They're shipping stuff out. Apparently, it's on the way. I got a tracking number. Haven't got anything, so I don't know when my build is coming. I don't know what's coming from Eagle Moss. Eagle Moss has been a massive clusterfuck lately, as far as me at least. And that's kind of a sad state of affairs because Eagle Moss and Trekyards were made for each other. We talk about ships. We focus on ships. What do? Ships. So we're a match made in heaven, and they're fucking me around. Anyway. Jeddak Productions, would you rather be stuck on a bird of prey during the Dominion War with nothing to eat but gawk, or on the USS Voyager serving as Neelix's assistant? Neelix's assistant? I love Neelix. I would love to just hang around Neelix all day. I think Neelix is great. Karibo 1, less cheese is really hard. Yeah. Curtis, I should be getting sorry, Captain. My damn fingers don't want to work tonight. LOL. From the game? Damn, dude, put it down. John Woke, I can only type so fast when I ask the questions and you get them. LOL. Just did a random episode binge, so I'm full of trivia. Perfect. Disassociated said, oops, I'd love to donate when I'm less poor. No problem. Don't worry about that. Just like I said, just liking the video, making sure you're subscribed, and click the notification bell icon is a huge help. Sharing the video around with anybody you think would enjoy it as well. Grandma's Bowl of Nuts. Douchiest moment in Star Trek 4 when the guy says to Jillian, don't tell me fishtails, kiddo. It's never been proven that their intelligence is, or that they're, I don't know about you, but my empathy for someone who isn't limited to my whatever of their intelligence. God damn it, I can't fucking think right now. Bryce, did Foley just ask who's Terry Pratchett? What the fuck? Oh my gods. Someone needs to educate this man. Pratchett was like Douglas Adams, a polymath, a real life genius who wrote smart comedy science fiction. I recognize the name. Oh, I probably have some Terry Pratchett books, actually. Some novels, now that you said that. So yes, I do know who they are. So, sorry, just... John Woke, Colonel Lovak. Okay. Grandma's Bowl of Nuts. I have to turn off the volume during that scene. What scene? What? I'm so confused. John Woke from the Dias cast. Misha, cat gender reassignment? I don't know, man. Turd Ferguson. I bought ice. Maybe Data was experimenting on Spot. He was fucking with his meal supplements quite a bit. Maybe he's experimenting on him to see. Oh, yeah. Data's. Ooh, PETA, get on that shit. What the hell, yo? I think it was just an alien. That wasn't really a cat. It wasn't really a feline. Turd Ferguson, I bought ice cube molds to make the spheres that you put in a scotch glass, but I used 2 of them in my water. Now it looks like a deep freeze dropped my balls in my drink. Oh, that's funny. Disassociated says, I've been given a new iPad by a very generous friend. My first, and getting used to the typing is weird. Sorry for the "I'd" before. No problem. No problem. Feed me, Seymour. Maybe Data killed his cat because he didn't understand how to look after it, and the Picard just got him a new one. Just like a parent replacing a dead goldfish without the kid knowing gender fluid cats. Oh, that's fucking great. I like that. That's good. That's good. Misha, I can't stand the new Eagle Moss website. It is practically unusable with speech program. Paul N., are you following the different Star Trek Adventures live role-playing sessions on Twitch? I am not. Not at all. No. Favorite episode of TNG? I hate answering favorite episode questions because there's so fucking many. You cannot pick one. It is impossible to say, this is my favorite episode of TNG. It's fucking impossible because literally 5 minutes later I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, there's that other one. It's not the Inner fucking Light, I can tell you that. The Inner Light is so fucking overhyped, and it could be anything. It doesn't have to be Star Trek. It's just good science fiction in general. So it's not a good episode of Star Trek. Plus, I don't have the list in front of me, so it's hard to say. So I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. I've refused to answer what's your favorite questions before, just for that very reason. But Curtis, Cap, does your pug like your Tribble yet? She's kind of freaked out by it, honestly. Jaddock Productions, if you were posted to DS9 post-Dominion War and were invited to Fix Club for a few drinks by Bashir and Garrick, would you go, and what would you 3 talk about? I would definitely go. I love Bashir, and I think Garrick's fantastic. So what we talk about? I don't fucking know. John Woke, the question was, who was the Changeling Mole when the Tal Shiar and Obsidian Order went to attack the Changeling homeworld in DS9? The die is cast, not Bashir or Gowron or Martok, Romulan General. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but okay. Drink. I already did drink, didn't I? Oh, I didn't drink for that one. I will drink for that one now. Drink. Atos. Mr. Atos. I'm suspecting that Spot was supposed to be a female. There was an episode where Spot had kittens. Yes. Disassociated. My cat is running around the house like he's on kitty crack. It's 5 a.m., so a totally normal cat there. Spot was actually a young Odo, says Misha. Paul, and I hope Terry Pratchett's books are better than the Omens Netflix show. That shit show was so boring I turned it off to wash dishes. Jesus Christ. SETI Master, who would win in a fight, the Borg or Neelix with the kitchen knife? Probably the Borg would be my guess. Bryce, purple Skittles are black currant everywhere but here in the U.S. Here they are grape. Kind of like how green Haribo gold bears in Europe used to be Waldmeister Woodruff flavor, but in the U.S. are raspberry. Ken, number 1 TNG episode. Yep, Yesterday's Enterprise. That's definitely up there in my top 10, but my favorite episode would change from day to day, depending on my mood. So, but yeah, Yesterday's Enterprise is definitely up there. There are 4 lights. Nope. Chain of Command is not in my favorites at all, for multiple reasons. Feed me, Seymour. Is there whale tanks in all Federation ships? Cetacean ops? Not all ships, no. No, not at all. Misha, $5 for the goldfish comment. Thank you, Misha. The real God. I agree, Ken. Disassociated says, Inner Light is too depressing, especially with my shaky mental health. And it's not even about fucking Picard. It's about this fucking other guy and his family. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I don't care. It's like The City on the Edge of Forever is not the best episode of TOS. It is a great piece of storytelling and a fantastic piece of sci-fi. But it is not the best episode of TOS. It's not Star Trek. It doesn't have to be Star Trek. Star Trek could be taken totally out of it. It'd still be a fantastic story. It's not a good episode of Star Trek. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, I buttoned up the top one for the stream. I was like this all day. So I was like, yeah. Nah, Sorry, somebody just sent me a message. Generally, I have my shirts like this during the day, most times. When they were talking to me earlier, I had it like this, and they were like, oh, you know, like I usually have the top button undone, but I meant like I don't have the shirts like this, like, I don't fucking understand people that have dress shirts. They're like, look at me. I'm not wearing a tie, but it's done up to the top. I don't care if you do this. I just don't understand it. So yeah, I did do it up because that's generally how it's supposed to be, but there you go. Looking all sexy again. Bryce, American versions of foods are often sweeter and less complex. That's why I prefer European candies and pastries. Fancy. The real God, feed me. I'm pretty sure it's dolphin tanks. They are dolphin tanks. Okay, cetacean ops. Here's the fucking 101 on cetacean ops. They are dolphin tanks, but there's also 2 killer whales in cetacean ops on the TNG Enterprise D. There's 2 killer whales, which we talk about in our Galaxy class episode. So most of them are dolphins, but there's other marine life as well. Plus 2 killer whales, which are basically the ones in charge. Anyway, don't ask. I don't know. Anyway, they're used because they live in a 3-dimensional environment. They're used to operating in 3 dimensions because they fucking swim in the ocean. So they're used for navigation problems, advanced navigation problems in 3D space because they're fucking in space. So yeah, that's what cetacean ops is. So there are 2 killer whales as well, at least on the Enterprise D. Paul N., favorite episode of TNG? There is certainly only one answer. The only answer is possible. There is only Enterprise. Carshep, when are you going to start to sell the Trekyards drinking glasses? My rye and cokes would look good in this. Well, they were made specifically for me because they were ordered specially. I don't have a place that can pump them out. If you know a place that can sell personalized glasses that you could send me, I'd appreciate it. Trekyards@hotmail.com. Let me know because I would love to have some that you guys could buy. But Spot was a flirkin. Chaddock Productions, not a Trek-related question, but I would like your honest opinion. Have you ever read or watched The Green Mile? What are your thoughts on it? I've watched it, and it's fucking fantastic. Have not read it yet, though. The book is probably better. Yeah, I know. John Woke, $5. What is the name of the Maquis colony Cisco poisons with the trilithium resin torpedo when he's on the vendetta against Eddington and for the uniform? I cannot tell you the colony name for the life of me because those things I don't remember generally, but excuse me. Turd Ferguson, would you want to see an MCU Trek crossover or a Doctor Who like the IDW comics? No, I would not. SETI Master, what one Star Trek food or drink would you want to try the most? Romulan ale. Adam Juneman, Spot was a shapeshifter from cat to lizard. Paul N., gender fluid cat is my boy George tribute band. Car Shep, $10. Data's cat is a girl. Enterprise, Discovery, and Strange New Worlds take place in timeline created by actions of first contact. Thoughts and drink. Data's cat is a girl until it's not. Well, that's actually a boy till it's not. But anyway. Enterprise, Discovery, and Strange New Worlds take place in a timeline created by actions of first contact. Thoughts and drink. Yeah, possibly. Multiple timelines, multiple thoughts on that. So yeah, I totally agree with that. It's not the true prime timeline, but I'll take a drink even though it wasn't really a question. Planty, you don't button the collar, you mean? Well, it depends on the shirt, Planty. Like this one I would wear like this. There are other ones where definitely don't do the collar, but there's also a button here, so it's like kind of tight. I generally have the top one undone. This one is an exception to the rule, and anyway. Stop busting my balls. Enchanted Spoon, plot twist, Spot has no spots. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, the defector, where Picard gets the Klingon to help him At the end of the episode, total Kirk moment. The Defector's really good, yeah. Car Shep, aye, my wife is a killer whale. Bryce, just an FYI, I'm not anti-cheese. I love cheese and dairy. Cheese is full of fat Greek yogurt. Cheese and full fat Greek yogurt are my cholesterol, or my cholesterol is so high. One day, I hope to own a small artisan dairy. I love cows, but too much of anything is a bad thing. Right. Disassociated says, Paul, I see your yesterday's Enterprise and raise you Starship Mine. Yesterday's Enterprise. Misha, so wait, did the whales survive at the end of Generations? Also, what if the Borg assimilated a whale? Those are very good questions. I would assume they probably would have survived the crash landing on Viridian 3. Or Viridian, whatever the fuck they crashed on. Viridian 3 was where the launch was, which is probably different. I don't fucking know. Anyway. I assume they survived. They probably got beamed off. I don't know. That's a great question. And a Borgified killer whale. There's a good visual for you. Knight X. I would like to know where the whale probe came from. They talk about that in the novel Probe. Just right behind you guys right now on the shelf. The real God, a Borg whale. I don't think their implants would work on marine life. I think they would. Ken, yesterday's was written during a writer's strike, so had 3 different writers for each act. Go figure. Ataz, Marva, 4. Cisco poisoned the atmosphere for the uniform. For the uniform. By the way, hashtag Cisco did nothing wrong. Like, people are like, he should have been court-martialed for that. No, he shouldn't have. Dick. Knight X. I read that the Enterprise D had dolphins, but I didn't know that they had killer whales. Yeah, they did. They had at least 2. I feel like I want to get the technical manual now and read you this thing about the citation ops. Look at that, technical manual. To boldly go, Mike Okuda. Make it so, Rick Sternbach. I know people. Yeah, I'm a douche. What can I say? All right, citation ops. Is it in here? Why is it not in here? Listed here. Pretty sure it's in here. I know it's in the blueprints, and we did a section on it in our Galaxy class episodes. We did a Galaxy class episode. It's a 3-parter. You guys should check it out. Maybe it's not in the technical manual. No, I don't think it is, actually. Well, shit. God damn it. Fucking. I hate bookshelves, you know? Like, fuck's sakes. You pull a book out, you're like, fine, I pulled it out, and you try to put it back in, and all the books beside it get pushed into, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, you gotta pull everything out, and you gotta, like, Paul N. The Postman movie with Kevin Costner is better than the book by David Brin. Fight me. I will not fight you because I don't care. And I've never actually watched The Postman. I've seen parts of it, and I definitely have not read the book. So, Adam Juneman, everyone knows the best episode of Next Generation was Code of Honor. Adam, you're out. I don't care if you're here every Friday. I don't care. Get the hell out. I'm just kidding. You're fired. SETI Master. Starship Mine equals Die Hard in Space. Yep. Paul N. Enterprise is Kelvin timeline, not prime timeline, unless the Xindi weapon damage in the 2019 movie. Yep. Disassociated, Die Hard in space with Tuvok. Yep. Only not Tuvok. And then he shows up on the Enterprise B, but not Tuvok. Then he shows up on the Excelsior, but he's Tuvok. It's fucking... Then he shows up on Spaceballs, but he ain't found shit. Fuck Price. Good Omens, but the book was half Neil Gaiman. I'm not feeling tired, no. Just in case anybody's asking. Why do I look tired? Do I feel tired? Should I be going to bed? I don't know. What? Neil Gaiman, Gods of American Gods. What is definitely not Pratchett is BBC's America, the Watch series. Pratchett's family has disowned that mess. Paul N. Water does not compress. Whales are essentially hollow. The whales imploded. Jadic Production. Sorry, Cap. My interwebs dropped out for a second. I'm now on mobile data, but here to still do my job. Well, don't fucking use up your mobile data if you have to pay extra for it. God damn it. Misha, did the whales have ranks? So many questions. It would have been neat to have the aquatic Xindi on the ship and have joined the Federation. The whales did have... I don't know if they had ranks necessarily, but the killer whales were in charge of the dolphins. I wrote the goddamn script. We filmed it. It's a thing. It's out there. Go watch it. I don't know. I don't remember. Bryce, we need a short trek now about Data's cat, who was secretly an alien who was studying the Enterprise crew all along. A sort of Data's cat's day. That's fantastic. I like that. Joseph Barbado, nah, the best TNG episode is Skin of Evil. You're also fired. Get him. I'll leave now. Yeah, thank you. Chris Tenorino, what if Bashir is still alive in Discovery Season 3? I don't think he would be. That's genetic engineering won't do that necessarily. And, you know, Joseph Barbado, you could have... Skin of Evil, I mean, that's not the other... That's not like one of the worst. I mean, it's down there, but it's not... You could have said The Child, you know. You can come back now. You didn't say The Child. You're fine. Paul N. Who would win in a fight with complete Starfleet crews? Reliant versus Constellation? Probably the Constellation. Unless the Reliant wasn't a Miranda class, but an Avenger class. Because if the Miranda was the original Avenger class, it'd probably kick the shit out of the Constellation. However, since they made it the Miranda class and kind of underpowered it a little bit, I think the Constellation would win. Project Achieva says hi. Disassociated says Enterprise is Kelvin and Prime, isn't it? I mean, it's both. It's before both. It's definitely not fucking Prime. See, that's one of the problems I had with Enterprise when it came on the air, is they fucked with all the established canon. Well, most of the established canon. So, yeah, it's definitely not Prime. Don't get me started on that. If it's Prime, because Prime timeline is TOS and TNG for sure. For sure. And DS9 and Voyager, actually. But if it's Enterprise is fucking Prime, why is there no NX-01 on the wall of the briefing room with all the Enterprises? And why do they say multiple times in TNG there have been 5 starships to bear the name Enterprise? No, if the fucking NX-01 existed, there'd be 6. So, why? And don't give me the, well, the NX-01 wasn't a Federation ship because the Federation wasn't founded yet. Okay. That's fucking stupid logic. So you're telling me on the briefing room wall, they're going to put the old cutter ship, they're going to put the fucking shuttle, they're going to put the aircraft carrier, but not the first ship that mankind took out of the solar system, well, on this trek, which was the Star Trek, that was also named Enterprise. They're not going to include that on there just because it's not the Federation, but neither was the aircraft carrier, neither was the shuttle, neither was the cutter, neither was the ring ship. But, okay, what? Yeah, so fucking Enterprise is definitely not Prime timeline. Jadic Productions. I've got about 40 gigabytes to go through. It's okay. Don't use up your fucking data, dude. Feed me Seymour. If the MCU actors were cast as TOS Trek, Chris Pratt as Kirk, Robert Downey Jr. as Bones, Lita Wright as Uhura, Randall Park as Sulu, Mark Ruffalo as Scotty, Paul Bettany as Spock, Tom Holland as Chekhov. Robert Downey Jr. would not be a good Bones. I don't know where you got that from. That would definitely be Mark Ruffalo, I think. Planty, I thought the best TNG episode was The Child. Planty, damn it, I swear it was before you said it. No one believes you. Misha, oh God, Spot was Troy's baby from The Child. Yeah, it left the ship and then went, no, wait a minute. I want to still find out about these people. I gotta find a way to get back on that ship. Let's go find a fucking cat. Feed me Seymour. Try to avoid anyone who already casts in the Kelvin universe like Cumberbatch or Zoe Saldana. Setamaster. Everyone knows the best TNG episode is the one where Crusher lights the candles and has fun with the ghost alien. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sub Rosa. Yeah, Sub Rosa is the fucking worst episode of TNG. Actually, although I haven't seen it in forever, and I don't remember a lot about it. Just that, yeah, her nan died, and then she fucked a ghost that her nan was also fucking. I don't remember much of that episode, probably for very good reason. The Child's pretty bad, though. Oh, gods. Oh, sorry. Read that one already. Never mind. Joseph Barbato, which was the season 2 finale, the clip show where Riker is dying? That's Shades of Grey. It wasn't all bad. I mean, Pulaski was good in that one. And they incorporated clip shows pretty well. But yeah, it's pretty bad too. It's probably the best episode ever, says Joseph. Yeah, now you're fucking out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get going. Ensign MJS. Good evening, Captain. Good evening, Ensign. Jadic Productions. Imagine if Star Trek was in the RoboCop universe. How bloody would Spock's sacrifice be in The Wrath of Khan? I think it would be cool, but to each their own. And I missed your Green Mile answer. I've seen this movie. I have not read the book, and I think the movie's fantastic. Disassociated. Best TNG episode is Shades of Grey. Ducks. All the phaser fire. Feed me Seymour. Technically, Star Trek Enterprise had something messing with events from the future. So in theory, Star Trek Enterprise takes place in an alternate reality because the guy from the future guy. Yeah, and the temporal wars. And it's like, all right, I was so pissed off with Enterprise and I fucking up the timeline. Fuck off with the canon. Stop it. And they're like, oh, well, there's future guy and there's fucking, the temporal wars. Like Daniels with the temporal war. I'm like, okay, good. They can fix it. They're going to fix it. They got temporal shit going on. It's going to all make sense at the end. Then the end happened. And I was like, fuck. Season 4 did a lot to correct stuff because they wrapped up the last few seasons in one season. But the future guy thing was never answered. Anyway. Joseph said that already. Sorry. Don't worry, it's associated. Project G, have you seen the ad with Sneako Martin Green and Carl Urban for the Star Trek Fleet Command and thoughts? Yes, I have seen it. It's fantastic. I love both of them. I think they're great. One other character kind of sucks, and that's Burnham. But Sneako Martin Green's great. And Carl Urban, you can't... Dude. I would have his babies. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I think they're fantastic. And they're fun. They're fun. You can tell they're having fun doing it, so. Too bad the game sucks. Paul N. What would Doomcock say? Enterprise isn't prime. I'm going to flying fuck what Doomcock would say. I honestly don't give a shit. Whatever he says anyway is bullshit, so whatever. Adam Juneman. Is Planty fired too? I'll think about it, but probably not. Smart Smears. Now, I'm curious if you consider Lower Decks Prime. I know the tone is a sticking point for some people, though it's not a big deal for me. I consider it Prime. Sure, yeah. They treat canon better than every other fucking show out there, so absolutely it should be. Misha, half ghost baby. Half ghost baby, half holographic baby. What? Ken, Star Trek 5 STV, Eye of the Needle. Rom Captain could have been Seela's dad if they had matched up the star dates. Dun dun dun. Dude, your Glenn Fricking is showing. Your Glenn Fricker is showing. I don't know what the fuck that means. Chris Tenorino, what if the Fly movie is canon in 2151, causes humanity to fear transporter? Derek Productions, another channel I watch. Zakiro, my favorite Star Trek book is The Final Reflection, Mike Ford. There you go. I don't think I've read that one. Adam Juneman, we are all going to be fired at this rate. Yes, you're all fired. Feed me Seymour. Also, if it was the first ship, more likely in prime timeline, NX-01 Enterprise may have been called NX-01 Cochrane, but the guy from the future messed up the timeline. Bring it up, called Enterprise. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, basically everyone of Beverly's ancestors rode the ghost bone, the female family ghost bone. That's like a woman inheriting her mom's dildo. Fuck me, that's disgusting. And yet 100% true. That's exactly what the plot's about. So, fucking A. I'm so sick of my hair, I just want to fucking rip it out of my head. And my dog is snoring. Paggins, wake up, it's a fucking hot, ooh, look, it's an earthquake, wake up. Carl Urban was good as Bones. He was fantastic as Bones. Misha, future guy was Sam Beckett. Well, he was supposed to be Archer, so sure. Bryce Burchett, I would love a story explaining why Section 31 never used a spore drive to try to rescue Voyager. Maybe they tried, built a test ship, and it ended badly, like what happened with Glenn. No, because they didn't know about the fucking ship, because A, it never existed in their timeline. And B, even if it did, it was redacted information, so nobody had any information, not even Section 31. Curtis, Captain, do you know what Carl Urban was in Xena? Yes, he played 2 roles. He was Cupid, and he was also Caesar. Played Caesar Augustus. Disassociated. Enterprise takes place in the Doctor Who universe. That's why the burnt corpse of Daniels had a literal TARDIS in that one episode with the Tholians. Planty, can't fire a diversity hire. You're not a... What? I see what you're saying. Plus, I like you, so. Chris, what if Discovery Season 4 will What if Discovery Season 4 will have Michael Killian Future Guy reboot everything? Yes, they still have a lot of chances to fix things. They're not going to, but they could. They could tie it in with Enterprise, and they'd be like, this all makes sense now. The whole Star Trek timeline, everything you guys have fucking bitched about for years, all makes sense. But they won't do that. Karshep, was a Captain Archer ever mentioned in DS9 or TNG or DS9? Captain Archer was never mentioned. A planet was mentioned in TNG called Archer 4, fucking whatever. Archer, some number. But SETI Master, I swear Archer should have said, oh boy, at some point. Yeah. The episode where he's sharing the screen with Dean Stockwell, who's playing like the warden of that one prison they were in. It's like so many fucking opportunities just for a quick little, Sam and Al moment. But they didn't fucking do it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You don't understand how things work? Bryce says, maybe First Contact created the Enterprise timeline. That's where Disco takes place. They sure referenced Enterprise in early Discovery. Yeah, sure, that would work. Misha, Thread Dick is just boring. What's Thread Dick? What? I just realized I've been on here for like 2.5 hours. Adam Juneman, what does diversity got to do with doing a job, if you ain't pulling your weight? You're gone. Hey, take that up with Planty. Janic Productions, Stuart, it's been fun. However, my laptop is starting to act up. I gotta go. See you later, sir. I'm going to call it quits in a minute here, too. Joseph Barbato, are we ever going to get a Calypso tie-in? Yes, I'm sure they will do that at some point. Please, for the love of God, do that, because that was the best fucking short trek ever. Misha, while corny at times, I will still always love Quantum Leap. Yeah, Quantum Leap is fantastic. Atos, the best episode of season 3 of Disco was the episode where Michael was not in it. Till the end. She was in it. She's been in every episode. But yes, I know which one you mean. Bryce, Manny Cotto really tried to fix things in Enterprise Season 4. I wish they'd ask him back to work on some CBS Trek projects. Yeah, I agree. Misha, Doomcock, meant to type threat dick, but my browser died halfway through. I have different names for Doomcock, so. Feed me Seymour, Star Trek Quantum Leap, NX-01, Ziggy, Captain Archer, Beckett. First episode he uses the transporter but malfunctions and keeps leaping from series to series, inhabiting Trek characters. That's fucking great. All right, guys. I'm going to call it there. I didn't realize I'd gone so long. 88 likes. If you haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. Help me out that way. Other than that, you guys have been fantastic. It's been really fun. I think I might, instead of trivia each night, I might change it up. So like next Friday, I'm actually on a podcast that starts at 11 my time. So I won't be able to do a live next Friday. I might do another one earlier in the week or on the weekend to make up for it though. So, but then the Friday after that, we'll be back to normal. And I think I might do worst Trek episodes. We're going to talk about worst Trek episodes or best Trek episodes or something like that. Might be a good theme for one of these lives instead of trivia per se, because you guys totally fucking you missed the point on the trivia stuff with having me drink. But that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, hit the like button if you haven't, guys. We need 9 more likes to get to 100. That'd be great. And like I said, I will not be around next Friday for this live because I will be on a podcast from 11 Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to like 1 Eastern Standard Time. Kind of an overlapping thing. And I'm sorry I missed last week as well, guys, but you should know I was doing fun stuff, so it's fine. Anyway, guys, until next time, I'm Captain Foley. She is Commander Precious. Commander Precious the Pug. Come here. Come here. Can I come see leaders? Can I come say goodbye to everybody? She's like, no, I'm sleeping. Ugh. She's like, oh, Dad. What the hell, man? What the hell, damn guy? Yeah. You've been making noise this whole live, being all snory. So apologize to the people for being snory. No, she's just like, I don't care, Dieters. I'm so tired. Can we go downstairs and sleep on the couch now? Bye, guys. See you next time.